Hello? Yo, what's up, bro? What's up, Durami? Dude, are you thinking of getting the AYN Thor or what? I'm looking at the Steam Deck. I kinda might get a Steam Deck, bro. What's up, Banana? Hello, bro. 3DS space and battery. Is your 3DS jailbroken? Here he goes with the handheld. What's up, Dom? What's up, Andrew? What's up, Vampiric Myth? What do you play on? What do you play on your 3DS? What jailbroken? What modded games you got on there? I jailbroke a 3DS, but I gave it to my girlfriend. It was a gift from my girlfriend. What's up, Bailey? Dude, I didn't know that the Steam Decks were low-key kind of like cheap. Like I knew they were good value, but they have like this whole refurbished thing, and it's only like 279 bucks for like the cheapest model. Like that's like really fucking good, bro. Ocarina of Time. What's up, Isabel? What's up, Gorilla? One of those 1,000 in one cards off Amazon for 20 bucks. The ones that you put in your Steam Deck. I saw those. I might get a Steam Deck. Shut up, Banana with the 30 balls. Hey, ball. Oh, dude, I haven't done that for a banana in a long time, huh? Holy classic. What's up, Jamsin? What the fuck? Oh, I thought something was on my shoulder, bro. Anyways. Yeah, bro, 279 bucks for a Steam Deck? Like, I was thinking of getting like one of those like AYN Thors or whatever, but those are like 350 bucks. And they're basically just Android like they're not as strong. I feel like the Chinese Android handhelds are like they're kind of like prototypes, you know? They're like experimental prototypes like that are like innovating, but I don't think like they're not as like plug and play yet. Like they're not as like just open the box, plug and play. Like you gotta tinker all your shit for the emulation, you gotta find all your ROMs. You gotta do all that. It's a lot of like, you know what I mean? Minimum 256? Can't I just get the 64 and then upgrade the storage though? Well, that's only like a couple more. That's just like a couple more. Yeah, I'd probably get this. And I don't mind getting refurbished. Low-key, if I could get refurbished, I always get refurbished. Have you looked on a Facebook Marketplace? No, I haven't. Should I low-key get used, or should I get like an official Steam Deck refurbished? I was looking at eBay. Holy shit, my light is like really bright. I was looking at eBay, but I only looked for like 10 minutes. Been thinking about buying a Steam Deck when I get my settlement money. I'm excited. Hell yeah, bruh. What is settlement money? Yeah, I might check. Cause like, bro, it's like an emulation machine, bro. And like, you just sign in and like, hold up. They have a thing where it scans your Steam library and it shows what's. Okay, yeah, here we go. Your games. Like Elden Ring, RE4. It's probably with caveats though. You gotta like lower the settings and shit. But like, bro, like those Chinese handhelds are not doing this shit yet, especially for the price. I got ran over by a car last year, and they're expecting a payout to me for 20 or 30K or more. Holy shit, dude! Somebody run me over with a car. I'm trying to do that shit. Dude, wait, what? Wait, actually, are you good? Maybe I should have asked that first if you're good. Dude, hope you're okay, bro. But damn, 20, 30K? Yeah, bro. Shit, get me a Steam Deck too, bro. What the fuck? Holy. How do you get hit by a car? What's the method? Dude, I'm pretty sure that's like fucking fraud. Did you get hit by a car? Like actually ran over, like the car went over you? No way. If you're telling the truth, drop 200 gifted right now. No, literally. What's up, Cheetos? But yeah, bro, peep this. Yakuza 0, Arkham Knight, Metal Gear Solid, Tomb Raider, Final Fantasy 15. Like, this is all the certified playable. Deck verified. Hit hella hard and partially ran over. Holy shit. Well, now you're getting 20 to 30k. That's actually low-key fucking awesome, actually. Dude, I'm gonna go play in the freeway, bro. Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. I wish I had more Fortnite skins. Dude, I'm low-key gonna buy Ichigo. I'm gonna buy the Bleach skin, and I don't even watch Bleach like that. That's low-key poser as fuck. But like, what if I become a fan later, and now I'm waiting forever to get the skin? So it's kind of like an investment. Okay, yeah, bro. The AYN Thor, like, okay, these Chinese handhelds are cool, but they're more like, the only thing they really have over the Steam Deck is the portability. You know what I mean? I think they're really cool, like, prototypes, and like very experimental, but once this gets more popular and shit, I don't know, I think maybe I'll just like wait a little longer. Because they come out with a new one like every 2 months, bro. It seems like they're just making prototypes that they're selling. But Steam Deck, like, they make one Steam Deck, and then they're not gonna make a new one until like they have like a drastic upgrade, you know? So yeah. What did Kojima do? Yeah, my thing about Kojima is he the whole David hater shit is the whole shit that made me not like him anymore. The whole David hater thing is fucking really annoying. He loves feet though. And I feel like, especially with Valve, they're doing that ARM 64 shit. I wouldn't be surprised if Valve made their own like Steam Deck Mini, like the size of like a PS Vita, or maybe a little bit bigger, like a more portable Android-based thing. Get a Legion Go S-Low, bro. Dude, that's like, isn't that expensive? The Pokemon handheld? Yeah. I guess it just depends what you want. But like, I don't know, it's like 350. At that point, I'd rather just get the deck and then just take my whole Steam library on the go. Because the Steam Deck is also an emulation machine. Emulation. Something's burning.
Either way, as you can tell, yeah, I've got a lot of games going.
Last time I saw you, I think you were in the Philippines. Holy shit, that was like 2 years ago. 3 years ago.
Generally,
get the Ally X or whatever it's called. Dude, aren't like the other handheld PCs like expensive though? The only reason I'm low-key looking at the Steam Deck is because I checked that refurbished shit, and it's like 279 bucks, bro. Like 279 bucks, and then I'll just get like a SD card to expand the storage. Dude, that is low-key worth, bro. Like, this is cheaper than the AYN Thor. Actually, no, there's like a 250 version, but at that point, I just get that.
If I'm going to put games in SteamOS, it's going to be just my very, very favorites, so the ones that I'm going to be playing the most often. However, I did put a lot more on this front page.
Yeah, it is out of stock, so I don't know when this shit will ever come back in stock. But if this shit were in stock, I would probably buy the 256. Or maybe I'll just check Facebook Marketplace and find one around like under 350.
Mostly because I needed to use them for getting ready for this video. But generally, I do recommend.
But I watched the TikTok and they put like one of those SD cards into their Steam Deck. This stream is low Kirk initially right now. Yes, bro. What the fuck?
3 things you need to know about the Steam Deck before you buy one. Number 1, it's not just a handheld console. The Steam Deck is actually a full-on gaming PC. You can play big titles like GTA, God of War, or even run apps like a browser or Netflix. Number 2, battery life isn't unlimited. At best, you'll get around 7 to 8 hours, but with heavy games, it's usually closer to 3 to
How much is a ROG
3
Ally?
different consoles.
This is what I'm talking about, bro. This shit.
Spend thousands. Number 3, games can get expensive, but if you don't want to spend thousands of dollars building up your library, get this instead: the R4 Deck SD card. It adds over 50,000 games from more than 70 different consoles. Plug it into your Steam Deck, and you'll see that you can play games like Spider-Man, Call of Duty, or The Last of Us. And the best part, it costs less than 5 cheeseburgers.
What the fuck? That's kind of crazy, if that's real. Yo, good night, Pollo Liquor. The R4 chip? Yeah, bruh. Preloaded ROM SD card. Yeah. I would low-key get that, though. Too much effort. How does PS3 emulation feel on that? Can you play like Little Big Planet on it? Little Big Planet. Can you just do it yourself though? Yeah, you're basically just downloading ROMs onto your card. It's just preloaded, I guess. This is 2 years ago. Stable 30 FPS. Holy shit, this is awesome. Would you only play No, I would low-key use the Steam Deck to like clear up like my Steam backlog. I'd probably start doing like a completionist like showcase on my profile. Start 100%ing games. Yeah, I would probably do that. And I would probably emulate on top of that. The OLED deck is gonna emulate better because it has more RAM. How much is the OLED? What's up, Ogie? I don't see what I would emulate though. I think I would just go. I think I'll just do the LCD. Yeah, I think there is a difference. Are you in Black Mesa? Oh yeah, I'm about to hop on. If anything, the most I'll probably emulate is maybe just like PS2 games. There are like 5 games I play on the go. Besides that, I can just game on the PC. Yeah, I think I would just use the Steam Deck as like a backlog destroyer. And I'd be traveling a lot sometimes, so I use it on the plane or something. What you know about Half-Life 1? Dude, I'm on the part where the freaking military starts attacking you, bro. Why are they attacking me? What the fuck, you're a streamer? Yo, is this Lonnie? No way! Yo, what's up, bro? My name's Jacob. What's up, Lonnie? Dude, when we hopping back on Double Action, bro? Bro, I hope you didn't mind I hope you didn't mind me posting us. Hop on now. Yo, should we all hop on Double Action right now?
Placing decorations.
Where'd you find that at?
All those wasted hours watching pointless TV decorating shows really doesn't pay off.
Alright, don't show the allegations, bro.
Open your pocket and select the stickers and decorations.
What's up, bro? That's funny that you... What the fuck, you're a streamer? Lottie, bro. That's funny. Dude, did you freaking unadd me? I tried finding you on my shit. Yeah, me bet. Well, I'll be down to hop on Double Action later. Dude, that game is so fun. We need to revive that game, bro. What's another? What are some other games to emulate on Steam Deck? Just send me a message. Bet. Dude, that's actually so funny. I said, bro, what the fuck? You're a streamer? I wonder if he found me on like Instagram Reels or something. Saints Row 2. Well, that's already on Steam. I'm talking like stuff that you in order to only play, you have to emulate.
I simply
Like
must
what is
tend to
stuck
house-
on emulator? Like Skate 3? What's up, Nico? Oh, this shit runs smooth. This is the OLED though. Do I need to get the OLED, or you think this runs fine on the LCD as well? Lonnie just doom scrolling and just hears himself. Yeah, I hope you don't mind me posting the funny moments. OLED is worth, I think. Dude, it's like $100-$200 more though. Yeah, I was looking at OLED monitors, bro. Dude. Barely noticeable screen upgrade. I mean, I had the OLED PS Vita, and I now have the LCD PS Vita. And I feel like you just can't tell unless you have them next to each other, then you could tell. But like, I don't know, just playing on an LCD screen, like, I don't know, I don't really give a fuck. Oh yeah, you see like those like OLED videos where like it's like it looks like the screen is literally turned off, and then you see their cursor pop up. Let's get the Steam Deck. I know I need to find one. I'll buy this shit for myself for Christmas. I don't know, bro. That shit seems like a scam. I'm good off that. I mean, it'll probably be the OLED is probably cool for like if you're like playing like some like super cinematic like games, like if you're like playing story games on it at like 4K or 1440p or whatever. But as for anything else, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Yo, what's up, Leonis? Hello, bro. No, actually, I feel like I'm gonna just get the Switch 2 instead. How much is a Switch 2? You getting this shit just to play Skate 3? Not just Skate 3, bro. Skate 3 on the go. Can you imagine? Who the hell is playing cinematic story games on their Steam Deck? You see, yeah, that's what I'm saying too. The games I would play on my Steam Deck are... Here, let me check my... What's the compatible? I would play Resident Evil 4. I would play Yakuza. I would play Ninja Gaiden Collection. I would play Bayonetta. I would play Metal Gear Rising. Dude! I would play Wolfenstein. I would play Dead Space, Yakuza 0, Arkham Knight, Metal Gear. I would use it as a way to like 100% games. How good do these run? It says green certified playable. You can say and save, but are you serious? Yeah. Dude, the entire Kingdom Hearts collection on the go? On the go? The whole Yakuza series on the go? Where are you going though? To my fucking bed, bro. That's where I'm going. I'm going to my bed. Alright, what else? Deck playable. Might require extra effort to interact. Okay. These are just whatever. Yeah. Oh, I saw people like running games that are low-key harder to run, and they just use lossless scaling as well on top of that, and it low-key just fixes it. Like if you're able to get like at least 30 FPS, you just use lossless scaling to 2x that shit. Dude, this guy's playing Skate right now at 60 FPS. Dude, now I want to get a Steam Deck. I think I will use this to replace my phone. No more doom scrolling. Now we doom gaming. You ever skate IRL? Yeah. Anti-consumerism. Low key, the only thing. What was I gonna say? Support AMD frame gen? I don't know. I think you could use DLSS on it, and you could use lossless scaling on it. Bro, instead of making Skate 4, they should have just ported Skate 1, 2, and 3 into a collection on Steam. And implemented the online, revived the online. Dude, that's so funny. Can you imagine just like scrolling on Instagram Reels and then you just start hearing yourself in a gameplay video? Dude, that is hilarious. Ugh. Dude, when did the Steam Deck come out? Sometimes I feel like, bro, is it too late now, bro? This shit's already been out for years, bro. I should have came in earlier, but low key, like, I've been using my PS Vita, like, I still use my PS Vita.
It's true. Just get a Steam Deck.
They're right. It really is just get a Steam Deck, bro. I think I'm gonna have to do that. You're a fucking pawn, bro. Who cares if it's old? You can't keep holding forever. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, what if a new one comes out? Like, can you imagine buying this shit and then right tomorrow they announce, okay, Steam Deck 2 Mini, only $300 coming out February.
In today's video,
That's my fear.
I just want to go over my personal experience and thoughts with Valve's Steam Deck OLED. The Steam Deck is essentially a dedicated PC handheld that uses Linux and SteamOS. Straight out the box, it's like a console-like experience that plays all of your Steam games using nothing but your Steam account.
When was the last time you played your Vita?
Into the
Probably like 3 years ago.
specs too much, but I'll briefly show them here.
Shit would get insta-bought. No, literally.
Starting off with the ergonomics.
I do
and
think a
overall
Steam Deck
build of
Mini
this
is
device, this has to
possible
be
though.
hands down the
I could
most
see them
comfortable
making that
handheld
like a
I've
Steam
ever
Deck
used.
portable
From
mini.
buttons, triggers,
It's like
mouse
size
pad
of a
like
Vita.
trackpads, back buttons, and joysticks, and honestly, it just can't get any better. Getting into the performance of this device, it's honestly more
Damn,
than
he's playing
enough
Arkham
for
Knight!
a portable
This is so
handheld.
cool!
Valve
Dude,
somehow
you know what
stuck a
low-key
mini
made me a little
PC
bit
into
jealous?
this
Because I
thing
was playing on my Vita. I got mogged, bro. I was at my gate for
that
my
handles
flight.
way more than has any
And
right to.
I like whip on
Any
my PS
AAA
Vita.
title with controller support can run on this guy.
I whip
Max
on my PS
settings,
Vita and the
maybe
dude that's
not.
like across
Getting
from me,
between
he's
30
like,
to
he
60
whips out
FPS
his
with
fucking
decent
ROG
settings and
Ally
minor
X,
tweaking
whatever the fuck.
adjustments. Easy.
I'm like,
As I said
damn, I actually
before,
just
it's
got
a console-like
mogged, bro. Like, I need a
experience in your
handheld
hands running
PC,
PC.
bruh.
Sure, it doesn't have the power of a desktop PC.
The
but
Steam
that's not the
machine, bro.
point
My
here.
Steam machine is literally right
It's
here is
really
my
the
PC.
balance of this device that makes it so good. From the battery life, controls,
Steam
and
Deck run most
ergonomics,
games?
portability,
It seems like it can.
customization, price, modding capability, emulation, and dogging.
I think the
experience,
Steam
which I'll get
machine
to
is
later on in
worth
the
it.
video,
Like,
all these
well,
things
not
make it complete,
worth it, but
which shows why you should just
I don't
go
know.
ahead and buy yourself one today.
like if you already have a
But
PC,
here-
I don't see the reason in getting it. It seems
This
more of
is
like
the
an
reality-
entry level thing for like console gamers to get into. When you get handheld mogged at the airport, so you low genuine. Dude, what is this low genuinely shit? Tell me this isn't peak. What is this? $850.
2013 edition. I really like this keyboard. The only problem with it is it is really noisy, as you can tell. And I have my Razer Naga Epic mouse, and I think this is the Razer Goliath, this
For the
mousepad.
hashtag ongs.
My monitor is a
It's got like
Dell
no
Ultra Sharp from
mouse room.
2007. I can't afford a monitor that's 1920 by 1080, so I can't afford the HD monitor yet. This is like in between 1080p and 720p, so
Oh, this is the same. I was running a 900p monitor.
not sure if you can. It's right there. You can kind of
This is
see
the
it.
same shit I was doing.
Yeah, you can see it there. And that thing runs pretty loudly. It's got just because Rust is actually a pretty demanding game because it's not exactly.
I remember back in the day, all you needed was a 1050 Ti and like 8 gigabytes of RAM, and you were good. That was the standard. Back in my day, bruh.
Goes.
Back in my day.
Low key, genuinely. Low genuinely. Low key, Kirk, genuinely. Low Kirk, genuinely. Low key, Kirk, genuinely, ontologically. Low key,
What the
Kirk,
fuck is that one?
ontologically. Low key, Kirk, genuinely, ontologically, flow state. Low Kirk, ontological low state.
Dude, I'm getting off the internet, bro. I don't even know anymore. What's the point? I'm sick of it. What were the last two words? Maybe it is the phones. We need Steam Decks instead. Yeah, I'm buying one. I'm gonna find one on eBay or some shit. Realization moment on TikTok. You get left behind if you don't scroll for 2 days. Actually true. Dude, I haven't been keeping up. I'm a little bit late to the 6-7 thing, bro. Dude, I'm getting old. I was late to the... You guys convinced me. I'm getting a Steam Deck. Or should I get the PlayStation Portal?
Alright, so I
Don't
whipped my
get it?
deck out today for a
Who
game I literally can't stop
farted?
thinking
I
about.
thought you were
I
sleeping.
even had dreams about this game last night. That's when you know it's real. Now this isn't the type of
Alright,
game
good night,
I
girlfriend.
usually
Love you.
play on deck.
Ah.
I've been more into RPGs and indies and emulation lately, like most of what you see on this
Get a
page.
Steam Deck on Facebook Marketplace. Most of them are already modded to high storage too. Ooh, okay. Good night, girlfriend. Love you.
But man, the FOMO got me, the hype got me.
Yeah, I might check Facebook Marketplace or like Mercari or something.
Hello, so me and my boyfriend's 3-year anniversary just passed, and for these past and also who bought all long games. Cool.
Oh, it comes with a case too, right?
That's funny as fuck. You
Hmm.
open it, you break up. Wow. Oh my goodness. She's so pretty.
Should I get a Steam Deck OLED in 2025 or should I get the Xbox ROG Ally? This answer's gonna really depend.
So I finally got a hold of a Steam Deck, and of course my first thought was, ooh, I can't wait to custom.
Wait, let me see the emulation on this. Let me see the emulation. Steam Deck Ally. Wait, Steam Deck. Fuck. What is it? Emulation. I'm weird. Is it over? Dude, we're all a little bit weird sometimes. It's okay.
Like that. So okay,
Let me
one
see-
last thing.
Let me see the emulation for all the different consoles.
I do recommend
PS3 games are the limit.
and trying to keep this as
Yeah,
trim
I
as
would
possible. I think about
assume that.
50 games has been the sweet spot for me. And then what I like to do is use a different tool to access all of the games that I have stored on my system. Because this right here is only going to be kind of a greatest.
Why do you watch 20 minutes of a tutorial that doesn't apply to you? No, I swear, bro, there'll be random videos and I'll just have the red bar under it and I'm like, bro, I don't even remember watching this shit like ever. It'll just be like a red bar over my shit. I think it's because I fall asleep. I fall asleep watching videos and like it just like plays whatever, it just auto plays the next shit.
Hits collection. So instead what I
Yeah.
do is I use a tool called Emulation Station. And
I'll
this-
like, shout out Thomas Watt on the 34 month I go. Sometimes when I leave my room, I won't pause the video, so it just auto plays for like hours, whatever. It's playing.
This is also installed as part of the EmuDeck Pro. Then EmuDeck, another thing to note is the aspect ratio.
Okay, of course it's gonna play this.
4x3 systems. And so if you're a big fan of Game Boy Advance, I think you're really gonna love trying to play those games on the Steam. Games look and play great.
Like AFK
Let's move on to something
consumering.
that's a little bit more taxing. So we're gonna do Sega Saturn using the RetroArch Beetle core.
Dude, I saw a video. It was like if you have like a Tesla and you put that shit on auto drive mode, could you low-key just AFK farm like DoorDash? Is that true? Like you become a DoorDash driver, but you put your car on like auto drive.
With Sega Saturn in the Beetle.
Is that low-key just free money? Is that method? I think it's gonna get patched soon because eventually the company's gonna buy their own auto cars and then just gonna fire the workers. But low-key for now though, if anyone here has a Tesla with auto drive, just become a DoorDash driver and then just play on your just play on your Steam Deck while the shit just drives your orders around and shit. Or low-key like become a Uber driver. Like your passengers in the back seat and they're just watching you play on your Steam Deck while the car's driving itself. Dude, that's method.
Core, but you could always try a more performance-minded core like Yabasan Shiro, which is going to allow you to play those shaders and still play these games at full speed. Either way, yes, Sega Saturn.
Drive the car remotely with the Logitech controller. Dude, this is how you know my brain was fried from playing too much GTA. When I first started to learn how to drive, like I wanted them to like I wanted them to like make a car in the future where you could like drive the car via like Xbox controller.
OLED.
Because I was like,
Okay,
bro,
up next we
driving
have the
IRL is too hard
Nintendo
with the
64, and for this
wheel
one,
and
I am gonna
everything. Like I was
upscale.
so
So
used
we're
to
gonna be playing
GTA
this at a
driving that I was like,
960p
bro,
resolution, which
if
is
I could
actually
plug
the
in my
default
controller
within the
via
EmuDeck settings, so you don't have
USB
to configure anything.
to
It's
the
just gonna
car
do
and
it
just
on its
drive
own.
like
Either way, Nintendo
with a
64
controller,
works really
that
well
would
with
be
this
so easy.
configuration. There's going to be a couple like GoldenEye 007 and Conker's Bad Fur Day, which will get a little bit of a dip here and there. We're talking like down to like 58 frames per second, but I would still say all of these games are going to be fully.
Get a remote job with a hotspot and have the DoorDash auto run 2 double XP. Holy shit. This is actually insane. This is actually insane.
Playable even at this upscaled resolution. Okay, now let's move over to handheld systems. We'll start with the Sony PSP. And for these, we're going to use
Driving
a
is
3x
pretty easy.
720p resolution. And given the fact that PSP was essentially a 16:9 system, 720p is going to be a really good fit. And when it comes to performance, every PSP game you can think of is going to play full speed at 3x resolution. Now, it's not going to be quite as sharp as something like the ROG Ally, which has a 1080p screen which can play PSP games at a 4x resolution, but it's still going to look really good on the Steam Deck, especially with the OLED panel. Next, we'll move over to Nintendo 3DS, and one thing worth noting right now...
Dude, I would low-key practice driving by driving in GTA in first person. And I would like drive on the roads, and I would like check my blind spots and shit.
is the fact that many of these emulators have a quick menu that's activated with the left trackpad.
What's up, Jitsuno?
And this will give you the option of doing things like
Think of it like a game and dehumanize all the other drivers on the road because it doesn't matter what happens.
save states or turning on fast forward or even exiting out of the game. And in particular with 3DS, you'll be able to swap out the screen layout.
If I want OLED, I want to pair it with 2K or 4K, not like 1080p or 720. Yeah, I don't know anything about the OLED. I think I'm chill with the LCD, bro. Hey, look at this! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Low 7.
Emulating 3DS.
Turning on fast forward.
Wait, this is kind of cool.
Or even
this isn't Black Mesa. Alright, we'll hop on.
Exiting out of the game.
Nada,
And in
nada.
particular with 3DS, you'll be able to swap out the screen layout. So depending on
Whoa.
what game you're playing, you might be able to find something that's a little bit more ideal. For me personally, I found that the default setup works pretty well, but it's always nice to have quick access to an option menu like this. Anyway, in terms of performance, a Nintendo 3DS...
That does show driving skills in GTA 5? No. Actually, I haven't seen that. That's kind of crazy. Wait, PS Vita on the go?
Vita 3K emulator at a native resolution. And I gotta say, the results here are going to be pretty hit and miss. After all, the PS Vita emulator is still new, so I would consider it to be a work in progress. Uncharted Golden Abyss. When it comes down to it, I was seeing a lot of P upscale via RetroArch, and absolutely no problem here, all the games are going to run at full speed. And I think that's kind of expected, even though this is technically a Gen 6 system, it kind of emulates more like a Gen 5. In fact,
I think a Steam Deck and the Switch are like, kind of like the same size, no?
Dreamcast emulation is typically
What?
more performant than it is with Sega Saturn. So either way, yes, 100% fully playable here on the Steam Deck. Next, we're going to move over to Nintendo GameCube at a 2x upscale. This is actually still going to be a little bit more than 800p, so it's going to fill out the full resolution of the display. And I'm happy to report here that GameCube emulation has been vastly improved on the Steam Deck.
Does it make any sense money-wise to get below 1440p OLED? So I should just get an LCD or what?
GameCube and Wii before and weren't super impressed. I bet you would like it a lot better now. HD, this one has 6 hours of gameplay. Now moving over to lightweight 3D games like Demon's Souls, these play great too. In fact, this game had an original frame rate of 30 frames per second, but you can apply the same configuration settings. You can definitely feel that slowdown when you're playing the game. So
Okay, yeah, the PS3 is like
Steam
a
Deck,
little
but
bit...
there are
Get a brain cell. Alright. What?
typically play my Switch games on the Steam Deck and then let the kids use the actual
520 hertz? Dude, I'm not even getting that much FPS.
Switch. So let's move into the performance testing of Nintendo Switch games, and of note, we're going to be playing everything in handheld mode. It's not going to give us the highest resolution ever, but it's going to be mostly 720p, so it'll look great on the screen. Anyway, when it comes to the more lightweight games, things like Super Mario 3D World, Super Mario RPG, these are going to play great. And as we work our way up to games that are a little bit more demanding, like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, we're still getting great performance. For Link's Awakening in particular, there's a lot of shaders that'll compile as you're playing the game, so you'll get a couple...
That's really freaking cool, bro. That's really freaking cool. Can you do GTA 5? Can you play like online?
Welcome back everyone to another video, and
Are you 2 inches tall? No.
in today's video I'm going to be seeing if GTA 5 Online still works on the Steam Deck even with the new anti-cheat software BattleEye
Bricks the Steam Decks? That would be fucked.
that has actually made it somewhat unplayable for the Steam Deck. So we're going to go and test that out, so let's go ahead and just get it started with the entire laptop. It's connected, that's all you have to do. Sadly, they just made it to where you can't play anymore, which is...
Can you play Fortnite on it? This is like Steam OS though. How does Fortnite work? What do you have to do to play Fortnite? Is there a way to do that?
Can you play Fortnite on Steam Deck? Yes, you can through these 5 ways. 1. By
I'm about to get a Steam Deck just to play Fortnite, bro.
installing Windows as dual boot. 2.
Took me a minute to log into my Twitch account. What's up, NHA?
2. By cloud streaming through Xbox xCloud. 3. By cloud
6-1.
streaming through GeForce
6-1.
Now. 4. By streaming your own Xbox through XB Play, but it's a paid app. And 5. There's a similar app that is free and is called Greenlight. Can you play Fortnite on Steam Deck? Yes, you can through these 5 ways. 1. By installing Windows as dual boot. 2. By cloud streaming through Xbox xCloud. 3. By cloud
I think Fortnite works with Linux, that's why. Damn it!
streaming through GeForce Now. 4. By streaming your own Xbox through XB Play.
What is dual boot then? What are we listening to? Hell yeah. How to dual boot? Does this mean you could have Windows and Linux at the same thing? Oh, that's interesting. So you could switch to Steam and then you could go Windows for like what? What night?
Today, I'll be sharing the best process for dual booting our Steam Decks with SteamOS and Windows, and by the end of this video, we'll be able to easily switch between both operating systems, thanks to a user-friendly program that enables us to customize
Marvel Rivals on the deck? Oh yeah, some of the multiplayer games you can't play on Linux, huh?
our background and icons, making our Steam Decks truly our own. I'll be taking us all step by step through
This is a lot of work.
once, where we can now successfully choose between SteamOS or
Battlefield 4 on the
Windows
Steam Deck.
with our own background and icons. So now that you're done, please check the description for information on support.
Maybe instead of doing all that, why don't they just allow you to play Fortnite on Linux? Why don't they just do that? Battlefield 6 on Steam Deck? Wait, I want to see like Metal Gear Solid Delta. We probably get in there sometime. Yeah. They just need to keep developing the infrastructure or whatever the frick.
Metal Gear Solid Delta recently got its 1.1 point motion blur. I would also suggest you set the frame rate to 60 and not 30. Even though we're targeting it looks really rough when connected to a TV, even something as small as the 24-inch.
Yeah, this looks like fucking shit. I was watching shit about Unreal Engine, and they kind of like copy and paste like the Fortnite shit to other games. So when you turn the shadows to low equals no shadows. Basically, it just turns off the shadows.
Running around, getting shot at, and throwing people on the ground with CQC. Even the boss fight with the
Shadow Trash back with a 3-ball Daiga!
Trashbag 888 underscore just sub with Prime. I hate ads.
Steam Deck is for you to play when you're somewhere else, bro. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Alright, that's pretty cool though. Alright, what should we play? I saw a video, they said that you should focus on one game per week and don't play anything else in order to fix your attention span. So we're gonna play Black Mesa. We're gonna lock in. Check Discord real quick. Oh. Thanks for letting me know. We should low-key get some mods in here. Or should I stay the dictator? What's up, Chipotle? What's up, Xiao Main? Double action with 50 other players screaming with Fonk playing in the back. Dude, that shit was getting a little bit too overstimulated. My ears were breaking, bro. Give everyone mods so we all have equal power. Dude, I wonder what the fuck would happen. You guys wouldn't be able to ban each other though, that's the thing. Because you guys would all be mods, so what would even happen? Holy shit!
Attention. This announcement system now under military command.
Guys, ever since the military showed up, the game has gone... Oh shit. The game has gotten so much harder. It's no longer monsters, it's like these guys with guns and shit.
I'm going in!
Got him. I built this thing like this so I could be able to get up. I'm only 8 HP. Never mind, now I'm 33. There's a shield right there too. What the frick?
Emergency uranium containment team. 2 sector D.
Looks like the power is off too. Anyways, guys, yeah, I think I might get myself a Steam Deck for Christmas. Did you guys ask Santa Claus for anything? What's up, Tokyo? I'm liking the game, but low-key it's a little bit harder now because these guys with guns keep shooting me. And now I'm stuck. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I go this way.
Power 15%.
Bro, you're just buns. Wait, hold up. Oh! Oh! Here we go. Oh no. Okay, this is actual progression. What's happening? Earthquake. Oh shit. The military is trying to wipe out the whole facility because something wrong went down here, and they're trying to clear all the evidence. They're destroying all the evidence and they're killing all the witnesses. That's why they started killing the scientists. Something very dangerous is happening here. Holy shit. The helicopter is bombing me. Damn. What the fuck? They're shooting mortars at me. Crazy. They're bombing the whole shit. Dude, that is crazy. Why are they shooting everyone? What the fuck is happening? Oh shit! They're trying to kill me, bro. I'm like the last survivor. If I was in this situation IRL, I would kill all the military. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Oh shit. Here come the zombies again. I like the Source 2 physics. Source 2 physics are really good. I mean the Source physics. I was confusing Source 2 with Half-Life 2. Source 2 is Counter-Strike 2. I mean, they're pretty similar.
I've killed 12 dumbass scientists, and not one of them's fought back.
Oh yeah?
Sucks. Shit.
None of them has fought back, huh? Okay, they're lucky. I want to get closer.
Well, so much for the government. Their idea of containment is to kill everyone associated with the project.
Bastards.
Judging by your hazard suit, I'd say you were part of what went wrong. Isn't that right? Now look, if anyone can end this catastrophe, it's the science team in the Lambda complex at the opposite end of the base. With the transit system out, I couldn't tell you how to get there. But there's an old decommissioned rail system somewhere through here beyond the silo complex. If you can make it through the rocket test labs, you might be able to worm your way through the old tunnels to track down whatever is left of the Lambda team. You can trust them. You can trust all of us.
Okay, so I need to meet up with the other scientists, basically? Wait, why is there like a thing right here, though? Hold up.
Will we ever make it out of here? Wouldn't you like to get one of these blood samples under a microscope?
Yeah.
Words. Those in the Lambda complex will know how to put an end to this.
The Norwood scale. Haha. Before we go, let me get a drink. Is this one? Oh. No more health. There we go. Breaking the wood is so satisfying in this.
Power 30%.
No, I don't. Do I? Oh. Oh! He placed himself next to the explosives. Why would he do that? He did that on purpose. Sometimes the shotgun does a lot of damage, and sometimes it just doesn't. Oh shit, that's like explosive. Oh well, play the cards that I'm given. Oh well. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, the elevator. Low-key, more horror games should be made on this engine. Not everything gotta be UE5. I like this engine. You know what? I'm gonna make one. Like, I liked Cry of Fear. Thought the vibe of that game felt really good. Agreed. Unreal Engine 5. What is happening? That's why so many Gmod horror maps are fire. It's just the vibe of the Source engine. Yeah, bruh. So good. What if what if Battlefield 6 was made in the Source engine? I feel like that'd be fire. Imagine. Alright, I think we're gonna go on a train ride right now. Everyone would be able to play it. Like, imagine BattleBit, but instead of like Roblox style, just like Source engine. Alright, let's go. Wait, Titanfall's on the Source engine? Oh, it's not? It is? What? No way. Oh shit, here we go. I need to look at the... Is Titanfall 2 on the Source engine? Isn't that by EA though? Why wouldn't they use Frostbite? Oh. Wait, so is Apex? Are you serious? That's kind of crazy. Why these monsters keep appearing? Fortnite used Source engine during Chapter 1? Okay, now you guys are just telling me bullshit. Oh!
Major fracture detected. Automatic medical system.
It's freaking freezing. I need to go pee. You know, yeah. You know when it's cold, you gotta go pee? I gotta go pee. BRB. Oh shit. Guys, it's freaking freezing. Is that radiation? Oh, this is like radioactive waste, bro. You ever get a cramp in your butthole? No, but sometimes if I have a really, really bad like poop where it like burns my butthole starts like puckering and like sucking. Like it's like suctioning. It feels like a tentacle. I'd be getting that. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like really like your butthole feels hot and burning, and then it starts puckering. It feels like it's like sucking the chair. Oh, what the hell? How do I get over there? Is that a jump I'm supposed to make? No, I'm not. Starts breathing. Wipe your ass so rough that your hole is tender for a while? No, but I'd be getting like butthole leakage. Like sewage starts dripping on my butthole into my underwear. What the fuck is that? Got him. There's like hot chocolate dripping on my butt. I don't know why, but this is making me hungry, bro. It's making me thirsty. Y'all don't be getting butthole leakage? Dude, I literally get it all the time.
5%. Chemical detected.
Dude, I got like alien nut. Dude, how big is this facility? Oh! I'd be forgetting you could run in this game. That you could hold down shift and sprint. Oh shit. The radioactive waste. You know what other game we're gonna play later that I wanna play? Not later, but like eventually, that I bought, that has radioactive radiation in it, and monsters and stuff, and creatures. It's called Metro. I want to play Metro. Looks really cool. I bought the whole collection. Oh! Oh! Oh shit. No, bro, new strat. When I start a game, I'm only gonna play the game. See how we've only been playing Black Mesa? Until I beat the game. There's a YouTube video, they said, stick to one game per week. Don't play anything else. I'm gonna try it. It's gonna be good. What is it? Hit a B-hop? Holy shit.
You must fire the rocket engine. Destroy the damn thing before it gets any larger.
Fire the rocket engine? PvP. Fire the rocket engine. Is there like a secret? What's happening? What? Oh! Oh! Holy shit, that was fucking insane. What the fuck?
Quiet. This thing hears us.
What is it?
Some scientists snuck down to the generator to get the rocket. We're gonna try to make a break for the fuel annex. You with us?
Ow! Ow! Damn, it killed me. What? How about what? Should I get a Steam Deck? I'm thinking of getting one. I'm thinking of getting one. Could be good. Holy shit. I think I'm supposed to use the... Ow. Ow. Oh. Use the satchels to send the aggro somewhere else. Aids work too. Okay. Oh, he hears us. Oh my god. He just died. Down here. Zombie. Bet. Dude, I'm liking this game so far. It's actually pretty awesome. Kind of a really awesome game. Do you have the orange box? No, I didn't. I didn't have the orange box, bro. No. But I would play TF2 on my dad's laptop. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Huh. Team Fortress 2. This reminds me of Outlast. Oh, that's why the right click was stronger. I was wondering why it was stronger. Boston Vivo. Was Fortnite Chapter 1 actually Source Engine? Oh, it wasn't. Oh, I forgot I could sprint. Actually, it's not Source Engine. That's a lie.
Minor lacerations detected.
Oh shit! Oh. I did not mean to fall off the thing. I wanted to drop something down there. Oh, this ladder leads us even lower. Shit. Oh, first time chatter. Alright, you guys ready to fly? Whee! I'm flying! Alright, let's see, we gotta pick one of these. Oh, the yellow one, right? Flying.
Minor lacerations detected.
No healings? Get the freak out of my face. Fuel system engaged. Okay.
Power system. Please report status.
Oh, here we go. Got some HP. It's a new area, so I need to check this place out. Oh, this is where I came from. Cool. Holy HP. Okay, now I go back. Yeah. Oh, you think he turned into a zombie? No, he's still alive.
Remember to turn on the fuel and the oxygen in
fuel and the on.
Warning. Malfunction. Our system is
Did I miss something?
engaged.
Bottom floor generator? Oh. I gotta go all the way down. Yep. Okay. Holy shit. They're sleeping. Grenade. See you later.
Hazardous chemical detected. Power 30%. Power 40.
Alright. Oh shit. Oh They just tried to fucking push me off into the thing. True. Oh shit, this shit's leading us down. Oh shit. Oh shit. There we go.
I hope no one expects me to go start up the generator. Smithers went down there and never came back.
He's probably fucking dead. He's probably fucking dead, bro. Oh, an Apex on. Where'd he go?
45%.
What's up, vent jamming? Oh shit. Alright. Turn this on. Where the hell is Smithers? He probably like fell in the thing, bro. What's that? Oh, there you
This
are.
is my hiding spot. I'm not moving until the situation is drastically improved. Now go away, and don't tell anyone I'm here.
Alright, looks like he's alive. The scientist. See what's gonna happen.
It's highly probable that our luck will change. Don't you agree?
Yeah. I think so. Do I know what's happening though? No. What's happening?
Do you have any idea what to do next?
No,
It's
actually.
survival of the fittest, the law of the jungle. We'll see who's still standing when the smoke has cleared.
What a nerd.
I had to ditch the others. They were just dead bait, holding me back. Did you hear something? You were followed.
Wait, what? Oh no! Bro. Did I go up or down from here? Seems like I go back now. My work here is done. Ow. Run.
Excellent. Someone has restored all power. We'll have the engine up again in no time.
Thank you, sir. Going up the ladder. Oh my god, it's so slip, bro. It's so easy to slip off the freaking. Holy shit.
Okay, I'll wait here and help anybody else who comes by.
Burn! Holy shit.
Well, I guess it's true. If it bleeds, you can kill it.
Nice.
All right, I'll hold down this spot.
Dude, this game is so sick, I think. Let's go down here. Revolver. Ocelot. What the fuck is this? Is this something I'm supposed to break? Hungry. Can I eat some rice and chicken? Some rice and chicken. How much longer I have in this game? I wonder if I'm getting through it pretty quick. $10 hours. What is this? Mine. What's up, manga? Power up. Holy shit. Yeah, we could beat this game. Not too bad.
Jesus. You don't know how close you were to getting one between the eyes.
Oh my god.
Listen,
He's dying.
Mister, if you can get the power on, that train down there will take us to the surface. I would try myself, but it's a long way down to the generator room. And there's
Probably right
things
now.
in the way.
Grab some food. Yeah, I'll grab some food right now. Grab
I think I'm gonna have to sit this one out. So long as you stay out of the big guy's way, you should be fine. Don't want to jump the gun or nothing, but looks like you can handle this one yourself.
Hello? I got some chicken. My mom made some chicken and shrimp, rice, and lentils. Well, I made the rice, but... yeah. I fucking love shrimp. Shout out Noobwin with the 9 months! Thank you.
Noobwin just subbed with Prime.
I'm as tall as a shrimp. Literally. Literally. Yeah. Chicken and rice so good. Shrimp lowers your test and shrinks your wiener? Are you serious? Oh, just kidding? Oh, I was about to say, that fucking explains my penis. Hold up, let me save the game. You guys like avocado? Shout out Bailey with the 15 more, thank you! Thank you. Just running through the days, running through the pain.
So I finally got a hold of a Steam Deck, and of course my first thought was, ooh, I can't wait to customize this thing. Not the games, because that's the kind of person I am.
Can you get like
so
a custom
I figured
UI?
why not start some little 60-second tutorial videos on customizing your Steam Deck, and you probably noticed that that was a GameCube intro with the Steam Deck logo. Now, while it's true you can go to the Points shop and look for the official Steam startup movies, I prefer a different approach.
I think I might got one.
First thing you need to do is go ahead and hit the Steam button over here. Go down to Power. Go down to Switch to Desktop. Scroll your little trackpad over here down.
I thought you didn't fuck with the size. I would prefer a smaller handheld. But I'm starting to realize now that, like, this really just is the best value. Like, it's like $300 and it's like a handheld PC. You know what I mean? It's like your whole Steam library, and it's like plug and play. You just sign in on your Steam, and yeah. I think I'm starting to lean more towards this because I was looking at the other small handheld, like the Chinese handhelds, and they're cool and all, but they're like damn near the same price. And everything that they emulate, the Steam Deck could emulate. So it's like, at that point, I'd rather just get. So GG Isu, yeah, I'm sticking to Steam Deck with big picture mode, bro. That whole thing that happened with Isu is crazy. I'm chilling on big picture mode. But yeah, I feel like with the Chinese handhelds, they're more just, they seem more like prototypes that they sell to people. Cause there's new handhelds that come out like every 2 months. Like every 2 months there'll be like a new AYN Thor, a new Odin, a new Retroid. It's like damn. But Steam Deck, like they just drop one and then like they're not gonna drop another one until it's like an actual like huge significant change. Apparently that's what they said. What happened with Isu? They basically went to the developers like Discord and they just scrolled all the way up and like they were like saying hella like transphobic shit, racist shit. They were like posting like Nazi like memes and stuff like that. And yeah, it was fucking crazy. So it was a whole thing that happened. And yeah. The whole shit with the developer and his friends and all that shit. There was also other allegations that came out, so it's just like, wow. We good, bro. I'm sticking to Steam big picture mode, bro. Someone could take my OG usernames that I claimed.
To discover, click the search box up here. You're going to hold the Steam button and the X button simultaneously to pull up the keyboard. And then from there, you're just going to go ahead and type in repo. Go ahead and exit out of the keyboard, hit the A button to search, and Steam Deck Repo Manager should be the first result. You'll see an install button here. I have a launch button here because I've already installed it. And once it's installed, you can go ahead and launch it. And then you pretty much just select the custom video you want. All you got.
I feel like Valve is gonna tap into the smaller handhelds too with that new ARM64 thing. So yeah.
Got to do is hit download and it'll download it and set it.
Is the OLED really that much better? I'm thinking of getting one, but I think I'm just getting like whatever the cheapest option is. I don't know.
Up so that when you go back into game mode, you hit Steam, scroll down to settings, scroll down to customization, and there you'll have all your new videos ready to utilize. I like to shuffle them so I have a different startup.
Customizing my Steam Deck. Boring home screen. Downloading plugins to modify.
I want Valve to make Neuralink so I could play games on the toilet. You just close your eyes and it's like a screen, bro. You don't even need to have a VR headset on. You just close your eyes and you're in there. Can you imagine? They're holding back announcing the price of the Steam Machine due to the rise in RAM prices? Yeah, bro. I feel like they're low-key panicking with that. The backlash. It has to be priced competitively with consoles for it to really matter, I feel like. How do you feel about the Legion Go? I don't know. I haven't looked into other PC handhelds. I just been looking at Steam Deck because like it's so like cheap compared to like the other ones. I don't know. I'm not looking to spend over $400. I'm looking to spend maybe like $350.
Stickers, 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 stickers. These thumb grip caps are so cute. And a clear case to add to the look. Finally, little accessories. All done. I love it so much.
What the fuck is that? Dude, nice, bro. Good if you travel a lot. I don't travel a lot, but I be traveling sometime. Visiting the motherland and shit. So, I don't know, it could be cool. The white one looks clean. I fuck with the white. I feel like it'd get dirty so easily.
Sweetheart. I don't care what happens to me that night, do you?
Okay. Dude. I don't know, it's all that just for the PSP to be better. Okay. That's the Y2K 2000s trend TikTok. Final Fantasy. Dude. Yeah, the Steam Deck is, I'm really leaning towards it just because it's the whole plug and play, like you just sign in on Steam and you have your whole library optimized for the Steam Deck. Like that's pretty sick. Nostalgia pill. Dude, the white is so clean. How do you get a white one? Limited release. Damn, that's clean. For a holiday trip. Yeah. No, the Steam VR, bro, you could just play your Steam games on it too. Like you just have it on, and you're just like sitting in the train, and you just have a controller, and it puts like a screen for you. Like that's crazy. You just play whatever, bro. Just playing Metal Gear on a TV, like a fake TV with a controller in your hands. Imagine just like walking, and you just see a dude with a VR headset, and he's like playing on a controller. Like, whoa, that's pretty fucking sick. And the thing is that Steam headset is playing games natively on the thing. It's not like it doesn't need to be connected. Like it's like playing natively for Steam games, and it's using ARM64, which means that like they could go Android and make a smaller Steam Deck. That would be crazy.
Yo, Steam Deck has to be the best handheld PC. I've been using one
So, is the Steam Deck actually worth it?
The white case looks cool too.
Wallet. I can take my.
I'd want to get a white one actually.
Alright, what's up, y'all? I just wanted to teach y'all real quick. Someone asked me how do you emulate on the Steam Deck, so I wanted to show you a really good way.
Didn't they have a whole thing that they got sued for with the emulation, like the dolphin
first,
thing?
How to get it? You're gonna have to switch to desktop mode.
Something happened.
That's the first thing. Second thing, you're gonna want to open up that Chrome and type in EMUDECK. EMUDECK. Okay, now once you
It
got
seems
that,
so fat.
you're gonna want to click on the first one. It should pop up like this. Emulation made easy on SteamOS. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna want to scroll down just a little bit and click that little download button right there. So once you click it, it's gonna scroll you all the way down. Just scroll a little bit more, and right there, you're gonna have to click SteamOS. Make sure to click SteamOS.
I think it seems like good all rounded.
You want to go do the Patreon, but
is it not touchscreen? I'm pretty sure it's touchscreen, right?
It says, do you want to download this unverified file?
I love my Steam Deck. What games do you play on it? Oh, it's cold.
Have your cake and eat it, baby. It's your birthday.
I lied. I don't have a Steam Deck, dude. Why are you just lying for no reason?
If you have a Steam Deck or are planning to get one, watch this video. I have 3 very important tips that you need to do. The first thing you definitely need is EmuDeck. If you want to emulate any console at all, this is what you need. Literally installs every emulator onto your Steam Deck and it integrates it directly into your Steam library.
That's so cool. Yeah, bro, I'm sold, bro. I'm putting this shit on my credit card and never paying it back.
Hey you! Yeah, what? Do you want to play retro games on your Steam?
So recently I was spending quite a lot of time longingly looking. Luckily it's a super easy by accessing. It's just that impressive. You've also got the added advantage of it being a massive 7.4 inches, which means it's easier to get immersed, and because the resolution is 1280 by 800, which is an aspect ratio of 16
I should ask for this for Christmas.
by 10, you don't actually have
Yeah,
as much.
they were on sale like during Black Friday week. It was like 312 bucks for like the base model. Damn, I look, you should have gotten that. Now it's back to 400, but probably find a used one.
Access save states, swap displays on any dual screen systems,
What is
fast
this for?
forward, or anything else you want to assign to them. The trigger and shoulder buttons are stacked just like
Glorified
they would be
iPad.
on a full-sized controller, and the triggers are even analog, which makes them
fuck with
perfect
it,
for
though.
any games that use pressure-sensitive inputs like Super Mario Sunshine and a lot of other games.
I don't think so. Is the deck OLED and LIS the same? I don't know, actually. I never looked too deep into the Steam Deck. Twelve 1280 by 800. Yeah, but I don't mind. Oh, it's out of stock too. Damn, this shit was not out of stock when I was checked earlier today. I was looking at the refurbished. Like 319. The prices for the refurbished are like really good.
Cube games. Because you can
Yeah, I mean, since you're playing on the go, like on a smaller screen, I feel like resolution doesn't matter too much. No.
also dock the
I don't know.
Steam Deck to connect it to a bigger display and attach controllers to it. It can basically act as a full-on home console, and it allows you to easily dive into any multiplayer games too. On the software side of things, the deck has some functionality that I've never encountered on an emulation device before. It's got specific controller profiles which you can view and modify for each of the main emulators, and the performance overlays which you can bring up instantaneously but run upscaled way beyond their normal resolutions. The Steam Deck's display is only 800p, so upscaling beyond that is a little bit unnecessary. But even going as high as that makes some of these older games look amazing, and you really don't need to take them beyond that, especially on a handheld. Atari 2600, NES, SNES, N64, PS1, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Dreamcast, and any similarly powered consoles are gonna run with no problems. The more demanding systems from the 6th generation, such as the PS2 and GameCube, will also run perfectly. Even upscaled to 720p, PS2 games like Metal Gear Solid 3, Ratchet & Clank, and Grand Theft Auto 3 performed exactly as they would on real hardware. On the GameCube side of things, Super Mario Sunshine, Mario Kart Double Dash, and F-Zero GX all performed with little to no hiccups. Everything was running like butter on a hot summer's day. Wii games also ran great, although because of the variety of controller types offered by this system, it can require a bit more tinkering.
And you're also low-key getting a Switch as well. What the hell? Because you could emulate Switch on it. Jury duty, and there was somebody with the Steam Deck playing Sonic. He was rude as hell. Fuck that guy. Damn. That's dope. Just chilling on the Steam Deck during jury duty.
From Mario Kart 8,
Get a virus on your Steam Deck? Is that possible?
Wind Waker HD, Super Mario 3D World, and even Breath of the Wild. Although this
9 days ago. Okay, let's watch this before we decide how quick a new
While we
one
were
will
all
happen.
focused on the Steam Machine and Steam Frame, Valve was busy filing a patent that teases either the Steam Deck's next revision or even the Steam Deck 2. After that, let's talk about how there's a bunch of new customization options for the Steam Deck available now. And finally, let's talk about Android coming to Steam and why. How's it going, everyone? As always, my name is Jimmy Champagne. This is Deck Ready, my channel all about Steam to all. But let's roll into the first news story here and talk about Valve's latest patent, because this one is really interesting. So this is coming from, sadly, it's Brad Lynch, whoever you want to call him or whatever you want to call him on Twitter. He's the guy who digs into all these files and finds things like the Steam controller months before it's announced. He found the Steam Frames controllers. He found the Steam Frame itself. He's one of the best sources for leaking Valve hardware just by digging into public files Valve puts out there. So they're really the most trustworthy leaks possible because they're not really even leaks. And what he was able to discover is a new patent for an upgraded Steam Deck case. And like, I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world because you don't need a Steam Deck case, because any Steam Deck you buy, whether it's the LCD or the OLED, comes with a free case. But when you look at the features it brings along with it, it instantly becomes a lot more interesting. So it looks like they're taking the technology they developed for the Steam controller, specifically the puck. If you missed this in the Steam hardware overview, every Steam controller comes with a glorified dongle, essentially. Like, it's not that exciting, but what it does is allow you.
Dude, this is the ugliest looking controller though. What the fuck is this? This shit is insane.
Connect directly to the controller, so you'll get latency free connection that won't drop out like Bluetooth does, but it also doubles as a
But you don't even need the Steam Deck controller to play on the Steam machine, right? You could literally just use your Xbox controller or like your PlayStation controller.
Charging dock. There's like a magnetic pin attachment. You drop the controller on, it charges when you're done playing.
I think it's for like mouse clicking interactions, stuff like that. I don't know.
When you lift it back off the charger, the puck, whatever you want to call it, your controller will be fully charged and ready to go. And it looks like they want to take that technology and build it into the Steam Deck's case. And this would be a really good upgrade, because I know a lot of people, myself included, like charging the Steam Deck when it's in the case because it gives the back of it a little protection from sliding across the floor or something like that. And you know, they did upgrade the case for the Steam Deck OLED based on people doing that, because a lot of people would put their Steam Deck in the case while it was charging. Then when it was charged, they'd unplug it and someone would walk by and close the case. They'd go to grab the case, the Steam Deck would fall out. So with the OLED upgrade, they added a Velcro flap. So if you close the case, even if you don't use the zipper, it stays closed. So it's a pretty good upgrade. And I actually read the patent. It doesn't seem like they hint towards this, but I would love that little puck inside the case to have an independent battery, so you could just charge the case, and then when you take it out, charge, right? Like there's no, that would just involve taking off 6. All the features are added and you've kind of perfected the hardware from point A to point where you want it to be. So then that leaves the third possibility, which I think is the most likely, which is that this technology is for the Steam Deck 2. This would be a really cool hardware upgrade, but the real reason that's exciting to me is because it shows that, you know, the Steam Deck 2 is not a far off thing that they haven't started working on yet, right? Like, you know, Valve's a small company, they have a hardware team, but it seems like they aren't putting things on the shelf while they work on other things, moves, right? Like they didn't just stop working on the Steam Deck 2 to work on the Steam Machine and Steam Frame. It seems like they're working on all three in tandem, and I like that this is being seen as a sort of like umbrella over all of the hardware, right? Like it's the Steam hardware ecosystem where they develop technology for the controller, like the puck, and then they say, hey, this technology of linking the puck.
What would a Steam Deck 2 even be like? The Steam Deck 2.
Man, it is a good time to be the thing we're making sure of is that in the past where we're really interested to work on what's next for Steam Deck. The thing we're making sure of is that it's a worthwhile enough performance upgrade to make sense as a standalone product. We're not interested in getting to a point where it's 20 or 30 or even 50% more performance at the same battery life. We want something a little more demarcated than that. So we have been working back from silicon advancements and architectural improvements, and I think we have a pretty good idea of what the next version of Steam Deck is going to be. But right now, there's no offerings in that landscape, in the system-on-chip landscape.
Damn, Loki, is the price of all these Steam Decks gonna go up though? Because the RAM, everything's gonna get expensive. Need to cop these, bro.
In all of the chaos surrounding new Valve hardware, we got some updates on the Steam Deck 2, and I think we can read them as pretty positive. The thing we're making sure of is that it's a worthwhile enough performance, not very good inside a 1080p handheld. And then you've got the Z2 Extreme, which is a marginal increase from the Z1 Extreme, and they're charging $1,000 for it when realistically they didn't need to upgrade in the first place. You know, like that's a bad situation they've got going on, and I think Valve is super smart to avoid it by just sitting and waiting, right? Like they just introduced hardware, the Steam Machine, that has a special chip built into it that allows it to directly stream to the Steam Deck. So if you feel like you want to play Metal Gear Solid Delta, Silent Hill F, or any of these other games that are just too demanding for the Steam Deck's hardware, you fire up your Steam Machine, you stream to your Steam Deck, you get insane longevity.
I was kind of just worried to get a Steam Deck, because like, what if a Steam Deck 2 comes out soon? But I feel like it's probably not going to come out soon. And even if it does come out soon, I think I'd still be down to get a Steam Deck. Because, I don't know. Steam Deck 2 might be expensive, or it might sell out fast, and it might be hard to get. And if I do want to get it, you could just like, just sell the Steam Deck and get the Steam Deck 2.
And like CS.
Wonder if new handhelds will last longer than 2 hours of playing. I think it depends what type of games you're playing on them. If you're playing like more demanding games, it's gonna like die pretty quick. Dude, my homie, like when I showed him the AYN Thor, I sent him like an Instagram reel of one, and he was like, "Bro, I need this. I'm gonna cop one." I think he's already gonna cop one, but I don't think he's gotten one yet. Should Loki try to change his mind and be like, "Bro, let's get Steam Decks instead, bro. Trust, bro. Let's just get Steam Decks instead." Yeah, maybe it's too late. He probably already got an AYN Thor.
So what is that called again? A Steam Deck?
Why you know like AYN now? It's not that I don't like it, but like, yeah, I think my position shifted a little bit. I think with the AYN Thor, it's like they're kind of like around like 350 bucks. You gotta do all the tinkering and everything. It's mainly just like an emulation. It's mainly just like an emulation machine, but without your Steam library. And it's like at that point, might as well just get a Steam Deck. I guess the only thing that the thing has over the Steam Deck is that it's like portable and a lot smaller. But I think the dudes that are just like, just get a Steam Deck, bro, or I think they're just right. It really just is just get a Steam Deck. Because if the AON Thor is like $300 and the Steam Deck is like $300, and you could emulate all that shit that the AON Thor can on the Steam Deck, and then on top of that, your whole Steam library has like a catalog that's like optimized for the Steam Deck as well, like all of these fucking games. I don't know. I think the Chinese handhelds are just more of like, they're more in like their experimental like prototype phase where they just sell their prototypes every other month. They come out with like a new model. I don't know. That's why I'm starting to shift more into thinking a Steam Deck is probably worth to get. What's the news with Square Enix? What happened with them? I was watching a video about them, but I luckily forgot what they were talking about. You think you're getting for Christmas? Yeah, I might get myself one.
It's a great add-on for your Steam.
I want one of those for Christmas. Get me one.
Final Fantasy IX news? Dude, shut the fuck up. Where? I don't see any. This could be it? I need to go pee, bro. Let me go pee, BRB. Let me put my plate away too. Dude, it looks like I just pissed myself. I just spilled a bunch of water on my shirt when I was washing my fucking dish. Holy shit. Ugh. Helping the homies after November? What the fuck are you guys talking about? The official Final Fantasy account posted. What is this? I don't know anything about Final Fantasy 9, so. Final Fantasy 9 post from Square Enix. Continue reading. Wait, hold up. Is this gonna ask me to like subscribe? Okay, no, we're good. Let me see. Well, what if it was just like for like an anniversary or something? I don't know. This is kind of a stretch. They just posted like a picture of. What if it's just like an appreciation post? Should I work out? Yeah, work out, bro. You know what feels good? What I started doing? I started wearing a weighted vest when I started doing dips in my room. I like doing like 2 or 3 hard set of dips with the weight vest. And oh, that feels good. And then when you feel like you're done, take off the weight vest, then do 2 or 3 more sets. Boom. Superset it with push-ups. Whoa. I work in my corporate job in 6 hours. No, bro, go to bed. Yo, shout out Selena with that too much, thank you. Thank you.
Silena _ just sub with Prime.
This is a good game. Let's just, I don't want to force myself to keep playing though. I just want to play like little by little by little, just to be consistent with it and play it. But I like it. You know what I was looking at though? Metal Gear Solid Delta. I went to the community hub. I want to see like what screenshots people were doing. Bro, the photo mode. The photo mode is so cool. Like photo mode in games, when games have photo mode, it's just so sick. Like this, bro. Dude, that's so badass. Holy shit. What's the diamond gym? What's up, Full Metal? Hello, bro. Vampire with my shitty ass sleep schedule? No, literally same, bro. It's so bad. It is so bad. I didn't fall asleep until like 9 AM and I woke up at like 4 PM. I think in like 2 hours I'm gonna take a shit ton of melatonin. Delta and Death Stranding 2 have the best graphics I've ever seen. The thing about UE5 though is that it just runs like shit. And the thing is like Resident Evil 4 remake looks really good. Death Stranding looks really good. And so does Metal Gear Solid Delta. But the thing is that like MGS Delta is like unsupported because that shit is not running on the Steam Deck, you know? Like I feel like they could have optimized it to like run on a lot less hardware. Because does MGS Delta look that much better than Resident Evil 4 Remake? I don't think so. I think they still have that same visual fidelity and look really good. The difference is Resident Evil 4 Remake runs on a PS4, runs on Steam Deck, runs at way higher, better performance. Lost Judgment? Dude, I need to get that. Same thing with Dead Space Remake. Like, you're telling me that these remakes, Dead Space, Resident Evil 4, Death Stranding, are compatible? Even like Arkham Knight. But then Metal Gear Solid Remake is like, it just can't, it's cause of the Unreal 5, bro. Like, they just don't, like Silent Hill 2, like, bro. Why do these games are just run, they just run like shit because of UE5. And I understand that it's a lot easier for developers to use, and it makes it easier for them, but it also makes it easier for them to just like cut corners too, bro. They just cut corners and then it just feels like, damn, this shit is not optimized. But optimizing does take a lot of time though, from what I've heard. Like it takes a lot of time to optimize games. It's a very tedious process. But like, bro, still gotta do it. Come on, bro. Like I'm not trying to do like 10 FPS. Resident Evil 4 Steam Deck. How good does that run on the Steam Deck?
Story DLC separate ways. We should start this by talking about recent events. The RE4 remake has been playable on the deck from the get-go. The pre-release demo was practically broken, but the full game worked alright, as we saw in a stream months back. But the Separate Ways story DLC did not work when it launched. You could pull it up, but the first main cinematic would always freeze the game and crash the entire system, forcing the Steam Deck through
lossless scaling will save
a
us.
reboot. There were supposed fixes that worked for some, but not others, with using Proton 8.0.3.
Lost Judgment, I want to see this on the Steam Deck.
Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Judgment and Lost Judgment, so the Judgment. And the draw distance is okay when it comes to the city itself, but as you can see there are some drops below 60, again we're targeting 60 right now. But if you're not playing on low, the game drops even harder into the 40s when you're running around. It takes longer, way longer to recover the frame rate.
This fight is so good looking. I want to play this, bro. I think maybe after we finish Half-Life. Oh, should we go back onto Yakuza or should we do Metro? I think I should finish the games that I started. What's up, Fan God? What's up, Fan? The fighting looks so cool in this game. Okay, Voice Simulator. Damn, I low-key would have known what to do right there. What are some other cool game? Lost Judgment. Ghost Runner. Oh, you know what gameplay I was looking at earlier? I was looking at Mirror's Edge. That game looks really cool too.
Every Batman Arkham on the Steam Deck OLED. So we got Arkham walking around.
Oops.
There it is. This is just, of course, a demonstration.
This is another
of
Mirror's
the
Edge?
combat, so
There's
you
a
have
second one?
something interesting to look at. Just looking at Batman walking around, I think it's not really that interesting.
Runs like shit on PC?
And what to
Really?
say?
Oh, Catalyst.
Great game for
Are
the
those on
Steam Deck
Steam?
in my opinion. 3.5 hours of battery.
Those games always look cool to me.
Is more than achievable. 3.5 hours of battery. But let's just say you want more battery life. Well, 60 Hz. This should give you a nice boost on battery life. Instead of 3 hours, how much are we getting? Let's find out. And I don't know about you guys, but I usually tend to overuse this active mode.
Guacamole. Arkham City is so fucking awesome.
If you want to, because otherwise you'd be at like 62 FPS. And why didn't I enable the DX11 features? Well, they add tessellation and all that good stuff, better ambient occlusion as well. But honestly, I don't think it's worth it considering the extra stuttering you get. I learned that from the first Steam Deck video testing this game on the LCD.
My friend added me to his Steam family, and
And
bro
due
has like
to
500
that
games.
Thing about
Holy
being a bad
shit.
PC port to begin with, at least in my opinion.
Dude, how does that work? I thought you had
Makes
to be in
this
the
game
same
worth
household.
Just playing at 6 FPS instead of 90. 90 is nice, but there's even more stutter.
It's not
than what
portable
I'm
enough,
doing
and I'd
in
rather use my
60s.
PC. Yeah.
So in order for the game to be as stable
I'm chilling
as
with my
possible,
PS Vita,
with the
but
best
I'd be down to
possible
get a Steam
battery life
Deck.
as well. I mean, there's still some stutter, don't get me
I think
wrong.
for the price, it's low-key worth.
I highly recommend
But
you
it just
just lock
depends
it
if
to
you think you'd use
60
it.
and avoid the DX11 features. Plus, you get more battery life.
Wait, really? I thought you had to be in the same household. Cause I tried getting my lady friend into my Steam family to share with my games, but
0.5D. You probably, if you never heard of it, well,
huh?
It's not fantastic.
Maybe my shit's broken.
Let's just leave it at that. Some people like it. It's not greatly reviewed.
I'll try it again.
But if you're interested in this one, like this, accepting depth of field. But man,
Maker of Steam
basically
account,
Warner
PC
Brothers
account info.
ignores this game when it comes to the Batman trilogy. I mean trilogy. It's not a trilogy technically because this game
When it
exists.
first came out, you could join from anywhere. Yeah, I need to try it again then. I need to try it again.
But man, what a good
I don't
game.
remember what it told me. It was like, yeah, you can't
Oh.
do it. I was like,
Double
damn.
charge or more. You're just driving around, drops on P. Well, 45 is pretty
Have you
cool.
played any of the Arkham games on PC? Yeah, I
think
played
we
all of
still
them, bro. I
need
grew up with the Batman games. So
to
good.
lower it a little bit, especially for traversal. When you're in combat or doing hand-to-hand combat on the ground, something like that, shouldn't be much of an issue. The thing is, when you're driving around or moving,
Elden Ring is so good. Is that playable on Steam Deck? It says it's playable on Steam Deck. Well, I really want to see how it plays.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna share what it's like
40
playing
FPS.
Elden Ring on the Steam Deck OLED in 2025 after 20 hours of gameplay. So let's dive in. Let's start with the performance. Out of the box, Elden Ring runs pretty well on the Steam Deck. I'm using medium settings kept at 40 FPS for stability. It's not perfect, but it runs really well. There's occasionally some FPS drops to the mid-30s during intense boss fights
not
or
bad.
big open areas, but honestly it's still super impressive for a handheld. And 90% of the time it's maintaining the stable
Is this
40
playable on
FPS.
Double Action Boogaloo?
Yeah, I know,
Probably.
the game only runs at about 40 FPS.
No, I haven't
but
played
it's
Night Rain. I've been wanting to try it, but
still feels
I don't know.
super smooth to play. As for the thermals, the fan does kick up a little bit during longer sessions and the
What the fuck just happened? My monitor just turned off.
deck gets a little bit warm, but the performance stays consistent and I haven't had any crashes or any serious problems at all.
Can you stream? Can I stream off of a Steam Deck?
A really good experience. I was a little bit skeptical at first because this is a huge open world game. You've got massive open areas, giant boss fights, and tons of enemies, but the deck holds up surprisingly well. The combat was really good and felt responsive. Dodging, blocking, parrying, it's all timed perfectly too. The triggers have a really nice feel for heavy attacks, and the joysticks felt really responsive for just moving around. The fact that I can play Elden Ring in bed, on the couch, or wherever I want
Make sure my feet
is
are in
still
it.
pretty crazy to me. I've done short 15
I want to get a
minute
handhold, but I never
sessions.
got into it. I think if you want to get a handhold that like is very low, what's the word? Low risk, not risk. Damn, what's the word? Like you don't have to spend so much to get into it. I think a PS Vita is like perfect.
And even 2-hour-long dungeon runs, all without
On
being stuck
eBay,
with
they're like
death.
$100.
The OLED model also feels
120
lighter
bucks
and
for a
more
PS
comfortable to
Vita.
hold. Combining that with the stunning
Jailbreak
screen,
it.
and it's hands down the
It can
best
play all
portable way
PS
to play
Vita
Elden
games,
Ring,
PSP games,
in my
PS1
opinion.
games, and then
Now
some
let's talk
PS2
about
games.
battery life, because I know that's a big question in
yeah.
a game like Elden Ring. With the Steam Deck OLED, I've been averaging about 2 hours or just over 2 hours per charge while playing Elden Ring.
Dude, jailbroken PS
And
Vita
that's
is
with
worth.
the game locked at 40 FPS and medium settings to keep things balanced between performance and battery life.
A low budget entry.
If you push higher settings or unlock the frame rate, you'll probably see it drop closer to the 1.5 hour mark, especially in bigger boss fights or open areas. But honestly, for a game,
How a scene that can change your freaking life.
Cyber dopamine here. So I'm past the honeymoon phase, where I now use the Steam Deck OLED for when I need to use it, as opposed to playing on it because I have it. Does that make sense? Like, it's a part of my life as opposed to a new dopamine purchase, if you get what I'm saying here. Owning the Steam Deck OLED has literally changed a lot of factors in my...
What did you think about the Game Awards? The only thing I really cared about, why is my monitor turning off, bro? The only thing I really thought was pretty cool was the Resident Evil 9 update with Leon. It's too big for you, I think. Dude, it's literally not even that big. Dude, look at this guy's mountains in the background. What the hell? And yeah, the Tomb Raider games. Resident Evil and then the Tomb Raider games look pretty cool. Apart from that, everything else was just whatever. I don't know what made them think that that final game show with the high guard hero shooter shit was gonna be fucking awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that one, bro.
games. And you get home and you realize it's kind of like a commitment to freaking play a game. You don't want to sit on your desktop setup and play a game right now. You're so tired. You just want to chill. You want to lay on bed and unfortunately doom scroll on TikTok or YouTube, probably like you are now. But what I'm trying to say is gaming...
The worst Game Awards I've watched, to be honest. Yeah, everything is... I don't know. Everything is like UE5, Souls-like, or like Space Thing, UE5. Everything looks the same. Everything really looks the same. And you know what's crazy is that it's not even just that hyper realistic thing, because like there's a game that has realistic graphics and it still like looks good stylistically, and I think that's Resident Evil 9. Like you look at Resident Evil 9's trailer, like yeah, it has the super like realistic graphics or whatever, but it also has that like look to it, like that, like it's like stylized really well.
Kind of feels like a commitment now, especially with...
And I don't know, like Resident Evil games, like you just know they're gonna run good on your shit. Like you're not gonna have like a 4090 and dropping to 20 FPS like you are with like Metal Gear Solid. Just boot UE5 and build on its default settings. Yeah, bruh, it's annoying. Ugh. It just runs like shit. There should low-key be regulation, bro. They'd be like, bro, if you're doing a AAA 2025 game, it has to run at this performance on this graphics card minimum. 'Cause what the fuck? You telling me that like 4090s are dropping down to like 25 FPS?
Our phones, right?
Bro, I've been wanting to get Final Fantasy games, what should I start with? I'm not super big on like all the Final Fantasy. I'm not a big Final Fantasy head, but I think I started with a good one that like was very good to start with. And it was 7 Remake. I just started with 7 Remake, and it was awesome. And I fucked with it. You're a small head? Dude, why do you keep insulting me? Yeah, get 7 Remake and try that one. Seven Remake, I think, is a good one to start. So what 7 Remake is low-key what Resident Evil 2 Remake is. I feel like you don't gotta start with like, you know, the oldest whatever the hell. Like that's the Resident Evil I started with, was Resident Evil 2 Remake. I have Final Fantasy 16. I haven't finished that one. That one was cool though. I just started with 7 because it was like, it's like the remake of like the most popular Final Fantasy. Like it's like the one with like the main mascots of Final Fantasy, you know, Cloud, Tifa, Sephiroth. And it was a remake of it, and like you could just hop in. I was like, alright, I'll just play that one. And I really like the combat in that one. I think that's, out of all the different Final Fantasy games I've tried, I think the 7 remakes combat is like my favorite. Like it's not full on Devil May Cry, it's not turn-based either, but it has that like turn-based elements in it, with like using like your different spells and stuff like that, and like pausing. Yeah, I never got into the turn-based thing yet. Yeah, I'm a little bit too ADHD for that, but I should get into it because there's a lot of good games that are turn-based, like the Persona games, Dragon Quest games, Like a Dragon games. So I'm gonna have to lock in on one and really try one eventually. But I think the 7 remake is so much better if you play the OG first. To be honest, it's not required though. Yeah, I want to try the OG one eventually too. But yeah, I just hopped into 7. That's how I started. But I'm not super big on Final Fantasy either, so I don't know if I'm the one to ask. No, I never played Monster Hunter. No, yeah, I never played Monster Hunter. I got a free Monster Hunter. I think it was Worlds, a long time ago. I got like a free trial, and no, not a free trial, like a, I don't remember. I tried it for like 10 minutes. Mod the OG. Yeah, when I hopped into Final Fantasy VII Remake, it kind of felt like when I hopped into Resident Evil 2 Remake. Like I just hopped into Resident Evil 2 Remake, and then yeah, it's not the beginning of the whole story or anything, but it's like, it was just a place to start. I think that's the same thing with Metal Gear as well. I feel like now we're in a time where it's like, you low-key don't need to start with Metal Gear Solid 1, 2. Like if you really want to, you could just play the remake, Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake, and you'll be good. That's what I personally think. Because some Metal Gear fans are like strict, like you gotta play release order. You have to play release order, blah blah blah. But I don't think that's true. You could just hop on MGS Delta. It's like a standalone. Yeah, Rebirth was so cool. I would be so down to replay that. Is that playable on Steam Deck? I would, bro. Imagine like portable consoles like 5 years from now. How you'll probably be able to run this shit really well. Yeah, it's kind of like a mix of like Kingdom Hearts combat. Like it's not like super combo like, but it's very like you know, the summons, the spells. I feel like it's gonna blow up my PC. Metal Gear? I don't know, I ran Metal Gear pretty well after I like tinkered around with the settings and I put on DLSS. I was able to run it pretty well and it looked pretty good at a stable like 60 FPS. What if Steam abandoned Steam Deck after a year? Dude, I don't know. I have a 32 gigs of hardcore. You have a better graphics card than me. You should be able to run Metal Gear Solid Delta fine. I ran it fine. You just gotta put some good settings on it. I just put everything on medium. I put it all on medium and I put like DLSS performance and it looked really good. I don't care what anyone says, I'm grateful for DLSS. I'm grateful for it too, because I wouldn't be able to run the games without it. But like, I hate when I have to depend on it, you know what I mean? Where it's like, damn, I can't run this game, I gotta use DLSS in order to get like a stable 60 FPS. Like, I hate that. I think that's so annoying. I like using it in like Fortnite though, where it's like, okay, DLSS and like I get like a shit ton of FPS. But when I gotta depend on it in order to get like 60 FPS, I'm just like, bruh, that's annoying. Remake fight Whis? Is that like a secret boss? I'd be down to replay 7 with mods and stuff, cool outfit mods.
It's so easy just to pop up YouTube and chill. And so that's where the Steam Deck OLED comes into place.
Think that I fucked myself by getting a 1440p monitor? I think you should be good. Just lower the in-game resolution to 1080. It might low-key look like shit.
So well, because it's so...
I needed DLSS for Ninja Gaiden 2 Black Remake, but it would cause screen flickering and shit. Yeah, bruh. Same thing with Silent Hill F, like... And the thing is, these games look barely, like, slightly... Not even slightly, just like, they look like around the same as, like, games did, like, 10 years ago, bro. Like, Arkham Knight, Battlefield 1... But like they run so much worse. Like I could run Arkham Knight at like 200 FPS. Streaming all night today? No, I'm probably gonna go to sleep soon. I don't want to ruin my sleep. It's 11. Probably gonna go to bed within the next 30 minutes.
Weird that I'm saying this, but I feel like gaming is far more healthier than the freaking doom scrolling on the TikToks, man. And I'll tell you why. So the Steam Deck, you know, it's just tap and play, right? You just tap it, boom, let's play.
Hold up. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Combat. Loki, I don't know if you should take my advice, but yeah, just hop on 7 Remake. That's what I did and I had a really good time. I low-key want to play it again. Like playing that for the first time was so sick. Damn. My computer can't even run Dude. You think they'll do a remake of the Vincent Valentine game, the shooter? Also get really advanced. I low-key want to replay because I kind of forgot what happened in Final Fantasy VII. I think I'll probably replay before part 3 comes out, but I don't know when that'll ever come out. That'll be a while.
Huh? Are those footsteps?
No one here
same. When did Resident Evil 2 remake come out? '19. Damn. The Last of Us Part 2. I only played The Last of Us for like 20 minutes. Dude, I like this part of Resident Evil 2, like the dark, scary areas. Resident Evil 9 looks like it's gonna be a mix of like 7 and like 4's gameplay and like Resident Evil 2 environment, which is cool. Like when you look at this, it's like Resident Evil 4 action, but in like the Resident Evil 2 scary environment.
I think I want a second opinion.
Dude, you think after all of the criticism over the past couple of years about UE5 and like the stuttering, it's gonna get better, or do you think they're just gonna not give a fuck and let it keep going to shit? Because that's the main thing that Silent Hill 2 was like criticized for, was the performance. Same thing with Metal Gear Solid. Like, I don't know. I wonder like if they're gonna like optimize it better. Didn't Unreal Engine 6 get announced? Or am I tripping? No more lag. Okay, never mind. I don't think this is real. Holy shit. Cause bro, if they remake Metal Gear Solid 1 and it runs like shit, I'm gonna be so mad. I want that game to be perfect. The new Witcher game? I don't know anything about Witcher, so I don't know. It looks pretty cool though. It looks pretty cool. I didn't know that the new Tomb Raider game was a remake of the original first Tomb Raider game. What's up, Alex? Hello, bruh. Tomb Raider. This one, it's a remake of the first original one.
It's been years.
I didn't even know Amazon makes games.
But the events are still...
A remake and a new entry coming back to back, pretty much can't wait.
Etched in my...
Yeah, kind of similar to like the Ninja Gaiden shit. Ninja Gaiden 2, Black, and then 4.
My memory.
I like how they're leading more into like the classic video game side of it with like
Frozen
dinosaurs and shit. Back to their roots.
New discoveries.
I think it's this one.
Behind every door.
I think the other one was just a CGI trailer.
Across every chasm. I didn't know then the path this adventure would send me on. But it lit a fire.
This could be cool.
That still burns. I need to see more. I need to go further.
We play it?
To uncover the
I'd be
secrets
down.
of Atlantis.
I don't know if I'd play it on release though. These games are like $70 and they're expensive, but low-key like half a year later, they're like 30 bucks on some wiki websites. Like I'll be scrolling on GG deals and Silent Hill's like F will be like 40 bucks. I'll be like, damn, I look should have just waited. I don't need to play these games right away. What's up, Panda Lover? Tomb Raider or Uncharted? I never played Uncharted. The only Uncharted I played was the one on the PS Vita. I played Tomb Raider 2013 and then Rise of the Tomb Raider. We know if this is UE5? I think it is. Wait, what's this trailer? This is just like a CGI trailer. Alright, I don't give a fuck about the CGI trailer. Is Tomb Raider Unreal Engine 5? Yes, the 2 new Tomb Raider games currently in development using Unreal Engine 5, Legacy of Atlantis, and then the other one too, Catalyst. They're both UE5. Damn, everything is UE5. It's just so worrying, bro, because it's like, bro, like, it's just gonna run like shit. Hopefully not, but like, what's a UE5 game that doesn't run like shit? People say Expedition 33, but like I was watching a breakdown on that game. Like that game kind of looks like shit a little bit. Low, can you really need a Jak and Daxter 3? I thought UE5 is chill. Dude, it like runs like shit, and they all have that UE5 look to it.
How dare you two defile the purity of the arena?
Picked out 3 dingleberries for my ass? You're fucking disgusting. The finals is UE5? Is it really the engine's fault, or is it just the devs not optimizing the game and just like the devs and the publishers making them cut corners for quicker development time and cutting costs and everything? Get the game out as soon as possible. It just worsens the experience. Like, bro, when I was playing Silent Hill 2 Remake, there was some areas where I was dropping down to like 20, 19 FPS. Are these games on PC?
I want no excuses. You told me this could be done. Now make it so.
But we have so little time. The Daystar approaches. You know what it brings.
We need Little Big Planet on PC, like ported, for real ported. Little Big Planet 1, 2, and 3 collection on Steam. Imagine.
You will meet your makers.
They rewrote the code for the game. It's crazy. Wait, why'd they do that? Vice City.
Hey, it's
I played the beta a little bit for Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders seems cool, but I don't know. I'm not really into multiplayer right now. I kind of want to lock in on playing like story for a bit. Encrypted, basically. Whoa. Sony don't give a shit about Little Big Planet anymore. I know.
Do you have any idea?
Everything is The Last of Us. The Last of Us this, The Last of Us that. Like, bro, imagine an Infamous collection. No, wait, we literally wrote down on Notepad a bunch of shit that should have been ported to PC. The OG God of Wars, Infamous collection, the Killzone games. I wouldn't even care if they didn't remaster them. Like, just port them to Steam in like a collection, bro. The Skate games, instead of making a new Skate, they should have just made 1, 2, and 3 in a collection with online. Little Big Planet, Bloodborne Resistance, The OG Silent Hills. Yeah, bro, we have to emulate.
You have the power to resist. Behold the pure.
What is this? Open goal. Whoa. Native, not emulation. Didn't they do this to Sonic Unleashed? Kind of. Something like that. Sonic Unleashed recompiled. Like, it's not emulation, it's like an actual port in a way. I don't even know how they did it.
It obviously wasn't the full game, emulation was spotty. We needed a real port to do this game justice, and with no signs of that happening in any official capacity, Sonic fans once again took it upon themselves in what is possibly
It's
the
so
greatest
crazy what the
find
community
we'll do
could
it
do,
ourselves moment in all
just for the love of the game,
Enter
literally.
Sonic Unleashed Recompiled, a one-to-one PC port made by Scythe and a small gaggle of talented amigos to preserve
No
and
profit
improve
incentive,
the
no
2008
nothing, just
title
pure
with
love.
zero compromises. This is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. There is no crashing, no stuttering, no new glitches, graphical changes. They didn't take stuff away or add things that might tamper with the original experience. It's the same game as we knew it, only better. HD resolutions, uncapped frame rate. Honestly, that would have been enough right there, but they kept going. Motion blur adjustments, shadows, UI alignment, a bunch of other things I didn't mess with. They brought the achievements back. Time of day transitions can be PS3 or Xbox, same with the button prompts. They made an excuse to use the word whilst. There's an option to fade the music out while
Using the loss of scaling shit to emulate the Uncharted games, I don't know if that actually works or if it's placebo. I saw somebody using that on the Steam Deck for Metal Gear Solid 4, and they were running it at like pretty well. Steam Deck emulation. This but Sonic? Dude, why you put that fucking GIF, bro?
This artwork, which is... I'm just gonna go through here.
PS3. What video was I watching? Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. I think he was running at 30 FPS and then used lossless scaling to 2 times the FPS, and it's like 60. Like what? On the deck? Oh, I farted. Like, this is crazy. God of War 3, 80 FPS. Alright, Infamous is not working. It would still feel like 30 FPS latency wise and shit, but looks smooth like 60. Yeah, because of like the input delay or whatever. Still pretty cool though. I think it feels like shit the lower the base FPS is. Like, the lower the base FPS is, the more you notice. That's why they say to have at least minimum like 30 base FPS. Where are we?
Team wrestling. When you get hurt or too tired, tag out.
And you put it to sleep, you go to work, you come back, you pick up where you left off yesterday.
I think I low-key might go to bed now, bro. I'm sleepy. I should go to bed, but I should stay in bed and stay asleep for a good 8 hours because my sleep is bad. Yeah, it's bedtime. Alright. How far did you make it? We did some good progress. We like destroyed the big tentacle monster that was in the sewer. Alright. Good night, guys. Love you guys. See you guys tomorrow. John. Peace. Bye.